Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, and I am sitting here in my living room. It's a beautiful day today. I hear the birds chirping, and it sounds really pretty outside. Um, it looks a little cloudy, but at least the sun's coming inside, so I don't really have too much to complain about. It rained last night. I was kind of surprised when I stepped out in the backyard. Well, it's not really a yard, I guess the back area. and And there it was. It's funny, I walked outside, didn't even realize it was raining until I had, sprinkles on my head. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's raining. So, usually I'm already, getting my clothes together, getting myself ready to go out and greet the day. And today I'm sitting here in my pajamas, just kind of kicking back a little bit, just thinking about, wow. Um, I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very, very grateful to be alive in this, bullshit. Um, so, anyway, I wanted to move away from the topics of gang stalking and being a targeted individual, mainly because, you know, as I explained in the pyramid before, many people, the ones at the top, knew exactly what they were doing, okay? And I think that they had malice in their heart. And aside from that, it's time to move on from it. I'm not trying to play the tyrant by constantly bringing it up. I was just simply trying to bring awareness and to stop the targeting because it just got ridiculous. I believe the people on the lower tier, they may have developed some sort of competitive spirit, but initially, I don't believe, and I'm referring to the base of the pyramid. Um, I don't really know if they had a full understanding of what the hell they were really doing. I think maybe a little bit, but not as much as the original perpetrators. So it's not even really a matter of forgiveness. It's just move on, okay? But as far as law enforcement, like the police people that I got in contact with, I'm hoping that they will now start recognizing the signs of this sort of behavior, and hopefully they will think twice about that, participating in something like that. Um, you know, I'm I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. But anybody can be tricked. Anybody can be tricked and fooled. But still, look at this issue a little bit further. So moving along from that, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for the day. And I kept thinking, well, obviously I need to go get groceries. I have to replenish my food stock here. I'm like old Mother Hubbard. My cupboard's getting a little bare. I only buy really what I need, so I don't really buy like a bunch of reserves. But you know, I'm just gonna go out and get some groceries. But I'm like, okay, I really need to go out and do something. So I was thinking about walking downtown today, and I know they have a few thrift shops out there that I have yet to actually go into. I've seen them. There's one, like, it's close to F Street, and I've been to that one before. I don't remember if they had, like, used furniture or not, but I do need some chairs for my little kitchen area, so I thought I would look there. It's just a matter of me getting myself ready. I usually don't stay in my pajamas this long. I mean, there's times where I have, but, since I moved in here, it's been like, oh, I'm getting dressed, I'm ready to go, but today I'm just kind of caking it. Easy. And I'm just kind of slow moving. But yeah, I'm going to resume my work search soon. But it's really important that I do it in a methodical way. I don't want to waste any time. I mean, I don't want to bring up the gang stalking, but when you're being gang stalked, there's a lot of time wasted in your job search, and aside from trauma. And what um, what I want to do is, I'd rather not do what a lot of job seekers do. And the thing is that, because a lot of these networks exist, which they shouldn't exist, okay? For the simple fact that, you shouldn't hire your friend, or you shouldn't you have to think about the skills that they have to bring to the workplace. And, a lot of times people get jobs through networks, and the other 30% of people, like myself, are kind of just job seekers, and they have to be very direct when it comes to looking for work. And so, it gets pretty tiring sometimes, when you got these people who behaved in such a way when you're being gang stalked. But I'm not trying to bring that up, but I just have to talk about how moving forward, job searches, I don't want to waste any more time, meaning I don't want to waste more resumes or sending out emails unless, of course, I'm going to directly contact somebody and they're expecting it from me. So I have to be very methodical and strategic in my job search. And so, and that's really important, and I am grateful that I have employment right now. I mean, I can't sit here and be like, I can't completely curse my situation. I can't do that, there are targeted individuals who are in a worse situation than what I am, okay? So it's not that I'm saying I'm not grateful, but, I believe, I know I can do better, and I should be doing better. And, that would put an end to a lot of my mental anguish and frustration. Right now I'm on my own, okay? And, when you get to be my age, you should have some sort of, a substantial savings. You should have, enough to take care of yourself, and then also have something for reserve. I mean, 20, 30 years from now, I will no longer be able to work, and I have to think about my future. And so, like I was talking about in my last video, how some people think, well, you need to get married, pull your resources together. That's all very well and good, but, a person needs to make sure that they are always prepared for what may ever happen. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't believe in being a gold digger. I'm not a gold digger by any means. And I'm not the kind of person that would find myself in a love relationship or relationship just so I can take advantage of financial comforts. I'm not one of those people. Because I'm the kind of person, I have to really enjoy the company that I'm the company that I'm around, you know what I mean? Like, whoever is in my presence or whoever I spend time with, I have to fully, thoroughly enjoy them, okay? And it boggles my mind. I know some women are content to be in relationships that, in those sort of arrangements. And you know what? In some ways, it's an easy path, and I kind of understand where they're coming from. But at the same time, once again, I have to refer to how I was raised, understanding the nature of humans, and I have a very good understanding of human nature. And so for someone like me, that's just not going to cut it. And the same thing goes for friendships as well. So, yeah, I mean, I have to be very selective in that, and just because somebody has a lot of money, just because somebody has a lot of money doesn't mean that they're going to be likable, or even, I don't want anybody touching me if I'm not, in love with them, or I don't want to, I'm just one of those people, and so that's just how that goes, so understanding yourself is one of, an important things in getting through life, and so I understand that about myself, so I have to prepare myself accordingly. So it's an understandable thing, okay? So I'm thinking about, that, of course, and that's pretty much what's like occupying a lot of my time, is my future, my life, how, me making it is what's important. I'm not in any way, shape, or form a troublemaker or somebody who likes to stir the pot. I like to live, peacefully. I don't like, confrontation, although I have gotten to the point where it's become very easy for me to deal with those things. but that doesn't mean that I like it. It's a form of me having to take care of myself. So I have to be. Sometimes I have to turn, switch into bitch mode. You know what I mean? And it's not something that I like to do, but it does come easy. I will say it does come easy in a way because, when you think about some of the injustices that you have to deal with, you have to, take a firm stand. But of course, do it with tact. That's important. So, yeah, my day is just like, I was thinking about, okay, and I have to watch money this month too, and I have some expenses I need to, face. I still have to pay back the IRS. They're already taking my refund that I got that's coming to me, so that knocks off at least a good portion of my bill. And so that I can start resuming payments again and get that taken care of. And then, summer's coming pretty soon. And I live in a place where it's like those old swamp coolers, and Maria doesn't do swamp coolers. It's not that, I feel like I'm too good for a swamp cooler, but I grew up with central heating and air, okay? And so it's, I have, in my experience, like visiting other homes that had like swamp coolers, they don't tend to really condition the air in ways that I feel like I'm like at a comfortable temperature. So it's going to be important for me to buy some portable air conditioners, at least two, one for my bedroom and one for the main center of the room next month. So I have to, kind of put back for that. And of course, I have some car repairs that I need to take care of as well. So, yeah, I mean, I'm, because of the gang stalking, and people arranging my jobs, you don't ever want to have a job where you're making just enough to get by. If you can do better, you should do better. And that's just how you should be. And not just for money. I mean, you should enjoy what you do. That's so important. You should really enjoy what you do, and it should come natural to you, and it should be something that just easily flows. At least that's my feeling about it. And so, I think that's what makes people happy, I mean, there's so much that I have to say about being in the right job, only because, if you can ask me, I will tell you, because of being, my siblings or whatever. I'm not trying to stir the pot, but this is a part of the story. Growing up, throughout my life, these people have always been a part of my work environment, which I'm now finding out in a very shocking way. But, you get in work environments where things are hostile or whatever because, or dealing with tyrannical people or whatever. And, you start to see, understand, how good it feels to work in an environment where you're not dealing with that. And, there's been times where, like, before people start freaking out and they start, like, the mobbing process before, it's always a very pleasant experience. Until, of course, my siblings get in and they start fucking shit up, But other than that, it's quite pleasant. So, yeah, those things are important, and especially I enjoy the skills that I have, and they're beneficial, and they're the correct way of doing things. And I think that, I would bring a lot to an employer, and I should feel happy and satisfied in what I'm doing, especially since my perps have basically gone away. I don't want anything to do with that anymore. So, I'm looking around and thinking about those things. Those things are like in the back of my mind 24 hours a day. Messing with a person's means of survival is very, it's a very dangerous thing and an uncomfortable situation to be in. But, I'm not materialistic. I have never been, I'm very content, you know, like this little apartment's cute, you know, I'm content with it. Um, I'm not the kind of person that needs a shitload of stuff, although it would be, I've always wanted my own home, of course, you know what I mean, to buy a house. But, you know, I'm not the kind of person where it's like, it's so important that if I don't have certain things, I'm going to break, or I don't feel animosity towards not having those things. I do get irritated by the fact that I've been pushed back from my goals, you know, because, you know, like I said, you know, I'm older, you know, and I have to think about tomorrow, you know, I have to think about what's going to happen. I just recently received a Social Security statement telling me how much I'm going to get in Social Security when I'm at the age of retirement, you know, and I look at this and I'm like, geez, you know, I mean, how could I survive? You know, how am I going to live? You know, and those things are important to think about, you know. That's why, you know, it's a bad thing for somebody to make life decisions like that for you, because, you know, they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. And, you know, you got to think about yourself, and those decisions can only be made by you. For married couples, you know, that's a discussion that you should have directly with your partner, and that partner, you guys, you know, need to come to an agreement about what that all means, you know, and how it's going to affect your life, and then you yourself make those decisions accordingly, you know. But that kind of crap, man, people arranging your jobs and crazy shit like that, that is a bad thing. And so, you know, only you know what your true needs are. So I'm going to wrap up this video, and I'm like, okay, do I go to, you know, there's certain places, you know, I'm trying to get out of the habit of going to. Not that saying that it's places that I go to on the weekends are bad. It's just what I'm trying to say is I need to start going out to more places. You know what I mean? Like, there's parts of this town I still really haven't really explored. Like, I've been out to Rosedale and did some like light shopping a few times, but like I don't really go out there, you know. And I know I used to go out to I used to go out there and go to the World Market and stuff like that. And it's been a while since I've been out there. I don't think I'm going to hit that today, but, you know, I definitely need to, like, switch it up a little bit, you know. You can't stay in one spot forever. You know, visit other places and kind of look around. But I definitely need some chairs. And for some reason, you know, like, my countertops are pink. You like that old color, pink color, I guess. You can tell this is an old place, but I like a lot of pink right now. Pink is like I don't know if it's the countertop is making me want that, but I keep thinking it would be nice if I could get some chairs. Just two chairs would be fine for my table, and hopefully I want them to be pink, you know. Not necessarily to match the countertop, but for some reason I'm just drawn to that color in the kitchen. Even I don't know if it would really have anything to do with the countertop, you know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, pink is cute to me right now. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.